You are welcome once again to my CCTV practical lessons. We've been looking at power supply units to CCTV cameras, and so today, apart from the use of this type of power supply unit that we've already looked at, we've looked at how to set it up. We've also looked at how to use this type of power supply as well. And so in today's lesson, I will be explaining the technical feasibility or otherwise of using the 12 volts power adapters like this one, or the use of these kind of splitters together with the 12 volts power adapters. We want to look at how technically feasible they are when it comes to installing CCTV cameras. You would recall that every CCTV camera, for example a camera like this one, uses 12 volts DC to be able to operate. That means that every CCTV camera requires power, and most CCTV cameras require 12 volts DC to function. And so how technically feasible is it to use a power adapter like this? When you take a power adapter like this one, you realize that it supplies 12 volts DC, and so it is able to power up a camera like this one by just directly connecting the power terminal into the camera. Or you can as well use a cable like this one, where you can put the appropriate DC connector onto it, and then you'll be able to tap power from the 12 volts power adapter into the camera. And so it's something that works perfectly and is able to supply power to the CCTV camera. But when it comes to having about many more cameras, about maybe 32 cameras, the use of as many as 32 of these adapters will not look professional. And so this other type of splitter comes in, where this particular one, as you can see, is split into 4 outputs that can be used to supply power to about maybe 4 cameras. But how technically feasible can this be? You realize that an adapter like this one, is needed to connect into one end of the adapter or the power splitter, and then these ends become available to be fed into 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras. But how technically feasible is it? When you look at before I go to this, let's look at a CCTV camera like this. Each camera requires a certain amount of current, or draws a certain amount of current, which is rated in amps. And I know for sure that cameras like this consume less than a 0.5 of an amp. And so when using an adapter which has to be, let's say, feeding an adapter like this into this, which will be split into 4, you will have to consider the current rating of an adapter like this one. So when you look at this adapter, the output is 12 volts, and then the current it supplies is 0.84 amps, which means that when this is able to consume about 0.5 of an amp, if you connect 4 of these cameras to the output of this, you will not be able to feed the right current to this kind of cameras, because 4 of this would have been drawing about 2 amps from the power supply. And so this may not be the right adapter to be used for a splitter like this one. And so every adapter comes with different current rating. For example, when I take this other one, this is another adapter. When you look at its current rating, you realize that this is supplying an output of 12 volts 2 amps. So with this one, it will be safer to use something like this to connect to this kind of splitter that has about 4 outputs. When connecting an adapter to it, you want to consider an adapter like this one, which supplies about 2 amps, so that when you feed this into this, you will be sure that you have been able to, you would be getting the required current that will go to each CCTV that would be connected to the points of this adapter. So the use of this means, even though it's simpler, there's the need to take caution as to the kind of adapter you are using, considering the current rating of the adapter, so that you will not end up damaging the adapters at every frequent point. But hey, in a very much professional way, it will be good to learn to be able to use this kind of adapters or the use of this other type, so that you will be able to cater for larger number of cameras when it comes to your installation. And so the use of the power adapter is good. It will work depending on the kind of current that each of the adapters are able to supply to your system. It is not so professional looking, but I would only want it to be used when you have lesser number of cameras and it is not too sophisticated network to apply this to. So this is what I have to say about the use of power adapters or power splitters in setting up your CCTV camera. I thank you so much for your time on this video. If you find value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications so that you can always be alerted anytime we come up with new videos. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.